Okay, I think I'm online. Hello everybody. So this live is in English. It's for English speakers, so welcome to everybody who can speak English and cannot really speak Polish. Yesterday I did another live on the same topic. It's about more or less in what times we've got right now, and about my foundation, a new foundation project. And I did it in Polish. So if you can speak Polish, go check it. I did it on the transmission yesterday, so on Thursday. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Joanna Chołuj. I'm Polish. And my nickname is Viedma in Peru. I will explain it in a moment. Now, my website is frommatrix2self.com. So you can go there, and if you prefer reading, you can read everything about what I do and who I am. And there is a shop as well online. Right. Now, I will explain here like who I am. Maybe you know me, maybe you see me for the first time. I'm a Viedma. Now, Viedma, it's in Polish, in other words, Wiedźma, and it kind of translates itself into witch, and bruja in Spanish, which is not exactly that, because Viedma comes from Veda, wiedza, knowledge. Just like Vedas of India, that were created by our Arya people. So, Viedma or Wiedźmin, male or female person, it's a person, it's somebody who has knowledge. That's it. That's the most profound meaning. All right, so that's it. And what I do, I just, I'm somebody who is helping you to understand your matrix codes, and I'm also very profoundly talking and trying to make everybody understand that you are not really imprisoned in the matrix, just like it was shown in Matrix movie, because you do have the power. Because there is the universe outside, and yes, there is a kind of artificial system, right? But we've got another epoch, and we are just liberated. Okay, the energy is different, so we are not anymore in a prison, right? And you can do a lot to liberate yourself, to free yourself, and you need to understand that you've got the matrix code. So you have your own universe inside yourself. You are born in some date, hour, place, and you've got your matrix codes inside you. That means that you have the power over yourself. You can change yourself, and you can transcend it, and you can create the life you want. And that's what I'm teaching. That's what, with that, I'm helping people. And I'm using the ancient knowledge, and I call it the ancient knowledge of Arya people, because everything on this earth comes from white Arya people. And it was transformed in any kind of knowledge, which can be called astrology of any kind, numerology of any kind, tarot, Kabbalah, and more, human design, the newest, and many systems, which in fact are ancient knowledge. All that is ancient knowledge, and all that it came from outside the earth, from Arya people. So I'm just saying this is the ancient knowledge of Aryas. That's what I'm saying, because that's the truth. But it's not universally acknowledged, and that's fine. That's fine. Everybody can go with his own path. I'm also using different systems when I'm helping people. I'm using at least 5 or 6 systems, and I offer you the holistic approach and holistic analysis of your matrix codes, and then you can go on with sessions and just free yourself. That's what I do. But you can read all about that on my website, frommatrixtoself.com. Just go there and check it, please. Now, the second part of that transmission, let's talk about this new epoch that we've got. And this is the new epoch, the new time. Teraz nie wchodzisz, to powiedziałam. I'm sorry, this is my son. Jakiej przykrywki? Oh yeah, Jesus. Okay, I need to help my son. All right, sometimes it's like that. Okay, that's the life. All right, we've got the new epoch and the new times, and yeah, your sons and daughters should be independent, but sometimes they just need your help. Okay, so the new time, the new epoch that we've got, what I mean by that, there is some kind of transformation, energetic transformation, but in details, or let's say it, what does it mean for us? Because it's so, yeah, what does it mean? I'm just saying in a simple words. It means that for the last many years, for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years or 15 or 20, many people, but really many people, I would say every second person was doing some kind of transformational work on himself, herself, doing lots of internal work with the inner child and the family. Family is very important because those are the roots, and lots of people were working on their family problems, their childhood trauma, which is connected to the some kind of patterns that were repeating in the family. And many people were just said, no, stop. I'm stopping it here, and I will just transform myself, and that pattern will not repeat anymore. And it can be any sphere, any, let's say, part of your life, but people were working on that, on themselves and on the family problems, or you can say family karma. So that was the huge work. Many people did it, and that's fine. And now we are kind of finishing that off, most of us. Yeah, you will continue with some work, your personal work and family work, yes, but the most was done. That means that right now we are just going wider. That's why also COVID, you know, that time, which is controversial, like why was it there, who installed it, what, never mind for a moment. It's important that at that time as well, there were lots of processes for the earth and energetic processes, and it was like a huge boom. And many people just woke up at that time and did the work, and many people are just on the other level. It means that they start traveling again, and we just start, everybody, working not only on your personal, but your personal is becoming bigger. Everything that you, if you're on the next level, right? Everything you do on yourself, everything you transform, or any better stuff that you do with your family, husband, wife, children, it goes bigger and bigger, and you just transform the earth, the territory where you live. And many people travel or connect through internet energetically as well with other parts of the world. That means that the earth is getting transformed very profoundly and quickly. And we are working on national level, international level, and a lot with work with the energy of the earth. All right. And many people just go abroad, live there. For example, I live in Peru, and the transformation here is very big. All right. So I'm just I just finished off my work in Poland, and I'm here in Peru, and it connects. It's very wide, meaning it connects itself to the. Yeah, let's go to that my third point. Here, you could say that Peru is a little like a mirror for Poland or the whole Slavic territory, because the Slavic territory before you had the Roman Empire, and on the other side you had the Slavic empire, we can say, which had lots of names, and history wants to destroy that knowledge, but it is somewhere. And yeah, so the thing is that Slavic people, or I would say Aryo-Slavic people, were doing the first deep connection, true connection between everything that is Veda, white people knowledge, and native knowledge, because when Europe, this part, Slavic Europe, connected itself with Asia, and it did, right? Connected very much with that part of the Karyans and that India, Vedic India, and so on. It connected itself very profoundly on the level of native people of the earth and outside the earth people. And you could say high knowledge and the basic knowledge of the earth, which you can say is exactly what I put, and I put that. I'm Viedma in Peru. In Peru, very deeply is in the Latin culture, native culture, and for me it stands for this mix, the same as in over there in East Europe and Asia. And Viedma means Veda, wiedza, knowledge. Right? So that's like the oxymoron, you can say, but this is the connection that we need to make, because though right now we've got also the epoch when Veda, ancient knowledge, needs to connect to shamanism, and shamanism is growing, but they are kind of separate. Oh, here is ancient knowledge and here is shamanism. Who do you want to be? You want to be the Wiedźmin, the, I don't know, or Wiccan, some priest, or you want to be, I don't know, witch, or you want to be the, I don't know, sage, or you want to be the shaman. And it's like separate. You cannot be that and that. And I'm telling you, you have to be. If you want to really grow, and if we want to transform the earth and really create the new earth and new human, not connected to the artificial intelligence. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about chips. I'm saying that we need to transform ourselves and we need to cooperate. So we need to kind of continue the work of others. And the work of others is, that's what Slavic people, Aryo-Slavic people did before. They connected themselves to the Asia native people. They did. And they did one kind of nation, and they were in this ancient Aryo-Slavic knowledge, you've got the mixture, because there also the Chinese connection with Chinese people and India people, it's the connection with native people. And therefore you've got all this philosophy, which is there is shamanism, there is, okay, all the, yeah, I will not just tell you exactly right now, I will talk about this later in different transmissions, but there is a connection. The same connection was in South America, and it was South America, which is very much native, and genetically speaking, those people in all both Americas are the same that are in Asia, because they just passed, right, through, they just passed, right, and came here to America. So those are kind of the same people, and there's the same connection. And we had lots of those such connections, right? Inca people, other cultures which we don't know where they came from in Peru or in South America. Those were ancient science civilizations which were white and which were ancient and which were surely kind of connected to Arya. And then you had Spanish people, then you had other people from Europe, but also you had people from Hitler surroundings, and they were also talking about that, right? About Arya people and all that. The thing is that right now we've got the new epoch, and we need to clean everything as well. So that new epoch needs brave people, right? Now, there are lots of people, I will tell you, who work on do processes or just try to help you in some way. For example, they will tell you, okay, you need to transform your life that way and that way. They will tell you about magic. It can be white magic, right? They will tell you how to manifest. That's all magic, okay? And magic is connected to mysticism, right? If you cannot, if you separate that, if you separate mysticism from magic, it will be black magic, right? But many people do that without saying that, without using those words, because they kinda get scared, or maybe they just don't know, don't have that role. But some people, and I am that person, and there are lots of people who start to use all the terms which are kinda dirty, you can say, because they are connected to Catholic Church, they are connected to Nazi, how to say in English, the Hitler people, right? How you pronounce that in English? English has such unclear pronunciation patterns. So messy as a language. Okay, so the people of Hitler, right? All that social national system that you can say that it made unclean many words which were pure, which were clean. He used the words Arya, he used the words swastika, he used the words Nordic people, clean, he used the term race, he used the term as well Viedma, and he worked with magic, and he worked with Maria Osic, and he worked with Aldebaran, and he worked with all that, right? And he didn't make it clean. He touched it, he used it, but he made it unclean. And now there's an epoch when some people just need to use the same names. That's why I'm saying I'm Viedma. I use ancient knowledge of Arya people. I use swastika, right? I'm Slavic. I'm not scared. I'm doing that because you need to use it and transform and clean those terms. Yeah, so that's more or less that. I explained my name, and this is the process. Many people need to do it. Now I just will tell you about the foundation. Is it in English the same? I think it's the same word. This is just the charity organization that I'm just, it's not that I'm thinking about that. We are just in a process with my friends, and I want to install it. I want to do it register it in Peru, and I do a connection to, how to say, the name is Gaiosofia. Why? Because I do the connection. I want to do the connection to other organization, charity organization, and societies such as Theosophy and Anthroposophy of Steiner. Now, I don't know if in English I can explain exactly the cross of Arya. Maybe I can. I hope I will be I see that you are Polish here, people watching, but I hope English people can understand. But there are lots of English-speaking people who do understand what is going on. All right. I just want to do the connection, and it's a spiritual connection, and it's not really it's just the beginning. It will serve for later on, right? Right? Other times, Satya Yuga and so on, in thousands years. I'm just doing that connection. I explain it on the triangle, or you can say the pyramid, and I'm saying, okay, the theosophy is here, up on the top, and this is the knowledge of God, God's knowledge, or the connection to God, or just the knowledge that goes down from the God, right? And this is the organization created by Madame Blavatsky, Russian, and but she took that knowledge from some sages from the East. Right, we don't have it clear, but it's the region is India, Pakistan, Tibet, over there, and so that's why I put it in the East. It's the East part, area, East part of the world. Now, in the center, we've got anthroposophy, anthroposophia, so the knowledge of human, of Rudolf Steiner, and he separated himself from theosophy, right? And he went much more in Gnosis, and he talked about the knowledge of what knowledge can have the human, and this is the mirror, right? Because there is a theosophy is the it's like the universe, big universe, and or you can say the macrocosm, and the human is the macrocosm, and here is the microcosm, right? So human is like the mirror of God, and those are those two parts, right? And you can put it like a pyramid. So here up on the top is the theosophy, and here is anthroposophy. Human is always in the middle, but there is something missing, I'm saying. And what is missing? We need to connect ourselves to shamanism, really connect the Veda to shamanism, and this means Gaiosofia, okay, Gaiosophy, and which is Sabidruya, the knowledge of the earth, Mother Earth, matrix, right, Pachamama. You need to connect that to have the whole triangle, and just connect yourself well to the ground, to the earth, and kind of transform the matrix, right? So that's the connection that I'm doing. That's what they, which means my guides, spiritual guides, which are not alive here on the earth, told me, and that's what I'm doing. And I will tell you more later on. And yeah, but this organization is going to have charity work. Yes, we want to build a center of meetings in the reality, and as well online. We want to do some have some center where we will have the knowledge, and also in books, webinars, courses, and so on. And I want to give it as well to people of Peru right now, right? To people who live over there, over here. And yeah. So there are objectives. You say objective? What's your goals? Okay, the goals of this organization, basically in the scripts, in those papers that I need to give and register, they will be a little simplified, but they are basic cultural, personal development, and ecological, because I want to also for us to be able to grow ecological food, right, and have the garden, and be so that we have the center, and it will be more or less sustainable, right? So that's the plan. The plan is just running. We are just doing that, but we are in the process. You can go to my website and read all about that. Then there is the domain, but I didn't connect it yet. But on my website, From Matrix to Self, there is one page about the foundation, about this charity organization that I'm in the process of creation. So you can go read all about that. Yeah, I think that's that. So we are just, I didn't really explain the thing of the cross. I'm thinking if I should explain it. I mean, the idea is that when you start that kind of work, it can be misunderstood. You cannot understand exactly. So I'm just explaining basics. Okay, this is the charity organization, so on. Right. But it's very much energetic as well and spiritual, which means that in fact that we do what I said. We connect the points and we connect ourselves to energetic powers on the earth, right? So one energetic power is the center of the world, which is Slavic territory. So it's over there. Another is the east. That's what I said, Tibet, India, Pakistan. And another one is Peru. So that gives you the line, that line, earth line, which is horizontal. And another line, which gives you the cross, is Arctica, Antarctica, and which is also connected to Arias and to ancient knowledge. So it gives you the cross. Now, the thing is that the West is very much, in ancient science of Arya, it said that it's very much material, connected to the earth and to matter. And we need to make it much more spiritual. That's why this center has to be the center, a spiritual center, right? And we are missing here in South America. We are missing such places. There is power of the earth, of Incas and so on, but it's blocked, and we need to unblock it. It's blocked by black magic people and so on, right? So we need to unblock it so that it goes up. And the other part, which is very much spiritual, which is Asia, is too much spiritual, in the sense they need to put themselves much more grounded and in the matter. Okay, I know if you, somebody wants to be a yogi, you can be the yogi and live off the earth, right? Breatharianism. But we need to harmonize the energy, so the East needs to be much more material, and that's what the energy is working. Because all that technology and they wanting to make money, it's that process. Yeah, and this cross, if you put those lines up here and down here, it will give you the swastika, and it will move the world, okay, and it will move the energy of transformation. All right, that's it. I hope it's clear. Bye-bye.